Nicky Hawkins outside of London Stadium, West Ham fan to be Dave. I think that's another nail in our coffin.
I agree. It's another 2 points dropped in. I mean, it's a point game from the start of the day. You know, I didn't expect us to get a win. I thought, a draw would be a good result. But when you're 2-1 up, you've got to hold out, and we didn't. Although I'll be honest, and I don't know if I'm the only person who see it that way, but for me, I think the game changed on our penalty, because when Dunk goes to ground and his arms in the air, how's that not? That's not a natural position. He's done it 5 yards in front of his own goal. Why has he not been red card? Why is there not sending off for that?
Was it called double jeopardy, innit?
Yeah, but you can still be sent off. There's no attempt to play the ball. The ball's above his head and his hand's gone up. They're given. That's a red card, I think. I know the double jeopardy law is there, but it's there for when you might see a red card, like Kilman, when he sticks it. I mean, God knows what he was thinking there. That was lazy of him, but when he sticks his foot out for the penalty, obviously that's to stop those ones being red card. But with Dunk, when he goes down, he puts his hand up. For me, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's done that as a reflex to make himself bigger, and from that distance from Wilson.
Well, listen, I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. You know what I mean? I'd have to look that back again. But the fact of the matter is that we wasted opportunity after we scored the first. And then it bits in we give away 2 penalties. Lucky the second one he tried to fucking mug everyone off and not actually try to score, because I think that would have been another game lost.
Yeah, I don't know why he took the second one. I think the psychology his first one wasn't great. He wasn't right in the corner, but he'd done the whole stutter thing. And I think he confused himself a little bit. I don't think he knew what he wanted to do when he went out for his second one, and he's come back off the bar. Little bit fortunate maybe, but if he passes it over to a more confident player, we get punished.
Shot herself in the foot. Areola is the culprit this week.
Look, the amount of times he can make some great reflex saves, but the amount of times that he spills simple shots, it's maybe some age. I mean, I grew up. I was a goalkeeper when I was a kid in the 90s, and you were taught to hold everything. And if you can't hold it, get it out of danger. And the amount of times with him that he just seems to spill everything into the path of opposition strikers, and he doesn't command the area well enough at corners, at set pieces. He's a liability.
Well, the fucking alternative ain't much better.
Well, this is it, But I think we all knew that in the summer. I spoke to Leicester fans in the summer who said he's not been the same since he had an injury last season, Hermanson, and it showed. And obviously, £16.5 million down a drain that we're not going to get back. Maybe the best thing we can do. Maybe
when you look at our bench, that's a fucking £16.5 million that we no way should be spending.
No, exactly. We needed an upgrade, and we didn't get it. And you look at it again. The effects of the Graham Potter era, Graham Potter's reign of terror, meant that we lost the goalkeeping coach that's gone to Liverpool, that they trust with Alisson, one of the best keepers in the world, and we bought his mate in, who then went, let's spend £16.5 million on this bloke I know. And it turned out not to be good enough.
Yeah. 2 games. These are the 2. Can we do it?
No. To be honest, no, I don't think we do. I think Wolves on Saturday is going to be a tough. Last time I looked, at the time we're filming this, I think they were 1 Old Trafford. They've got a little bit of heart, a little bit of fight about them.
And we don't.
I think that's going to be. I think we're 0-0 on Saturday, and I think Forest come here. And that's the big one. Obviously, Forest away at Villa on Saturday. But the problem we've got is you look around, right now.
The problem we've got, mate, is that we're not capitalising on these chances.
No, we're not. We're throwing it away. But if you look at, Palace today have agreed a 35 million fee with Brennan Johnson. Apparently, Man City are doing deals for Semenyo, and we should have had transfer deals lined up ready. So
well, apparently, Aki's turned us down. He don't want to come here for the fight. Mate, and to be honest with you, I don't want him here if he don't want to be here.
No, but I respect his honesty. Nathan Ake don't want to be here. Headaches don't want to be here. Backaches don't want to be here. There's nothing he wants to be here right now, is there? But you look at it, this transfer window's going to open. I was thinking about this earlier, most of us, our wives give us a tenner and a list of ingredients. They say, I want to make a meal. They send you to the shop. They say, I want to make spaghetti bolognese. You turn up, you go to the shop, you spend your £10. You buy the best spaghetti you can buy for that money, the best bolognese, mince you can buy the money, the best. I'm showing up. I'm turning this into a culinary channel, aren't I? You know, but you buy the best passata, you can get the best sauce, and you go and make the best spaghetti bolognese you can. And what we're going to do is what we always do, and we're going to go and reduce the clear aisle. We put a five of that tenner in our pocket, and we'll buy a couple of random bits, and we hope that we can make a meal of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what this chairman does. That's what this owner does. You know, that's what's going to cement our relegation. It isn't. You know, if you can get. I mean, I already think we're down, but you know, if you want some kind of positivity from it, you want some kind of fight for the rest of the season, you've got to go now. You've got to buy a striker. I mean, I wouldn't have started Wilson personally today if you'd asked me before the game, because I think he's at his best when he comes off the bench, 20-25 minutes to go, and he doesn't have to manage energy levels. He can just run. He can sort
He
of.
was excellent today.
But he was. I mean, look, I got that wrong. He's brilliant, right? He actually ran himself with a ground for 60 minutes. I understand why Nuno took him off when he did. I don't understand the booing that came with the substitution. I don't understand the booing of his decision. I didn't understand the booing at the end either, if I'm being honest. I thought
Well, I was booing.
the players showed. I thought they showed some fight. I mean, look. I thought all his goals were superb. Walker Peters was superb. I mean, I know when was the last time I was positive? I think it was one of the comments you read out the other day. But there was some positive. Walker Peters was superb. All his goals were superb. I thought him and Paquetá linked up well down the left. Paquetá went to the false line, got his injury. Who knows how bad that is? Who knows when he's back? But
I think Paquetá shit himself. Last 10 minutes, he knows what's coming.
It was a weird one, wasn't it? Because he sort of
It come out of nowhere. I was watching him as he done it, and he was sort of walking along, and then all of a sudden he's just gone, oh.
I mean, I was quite far
As
away.
the subs
from it.
was lining up.
Yeah, I didn't see what caused the impact. Maybe
Nothing.
I
tell you now, I was watching him.
Maybe he feels that there's a big move about to come around the corner for him. But
I can hope so. If I'm honest, I hope so.
We need the money. We've got to get the money somewhere to spend, because he ain't going to find it, is he?
Yeah.
He's not going to go and sell some shares in his businesses or whatever to put the funds in himself. So we've got to get the money from somewhere, and if that's Paquetá, it's Paquetá. Somerville had a shot on target. That's an improvement from recent games. I would have put Somerville through the middle. I thought they were absolutely their defenders looked really slow. They looked like they were there. They struggled on the counter. Wilson was getting him behind. Bowen's getting him behind.
Who else I think should be starting for a start? Kante. I thought Magasser was nowhere near it today.
It was a weird one seeing Kante on the right, because he's like, it was a strange. Ezra Mars, I've never seen him play right back. He's always been a left foot centre half in the 21s. Kante's always played a centre midfield, and I don't understand personally. This is nothing against Kante, but you've got George Murphy who's got natural width on the bench. Why he didn't make that substitution? But it just screams out, doesn't it? I mean, everything about tonight screams out how much we need a striker. We need some sort of quality. If Tadebo's injured, Paquetá's injured now. That centre half. That's the other thing that's going to hamper us going into the weekend. If all of a sudden we're going to have to start relying, I mean, Mavropanos did all right when he played, but the problem with Mavropanos is that he can play like Maldini for 89 minutes, but he's always got that rick in him. He's always got that moment who's at the collapse, and his confidence is going to go, and he's going to, so it's so frustrating. We've really got to get some business done early in this window, because if it's not done, if we haven't got someone through the door by Forest, that's a big ask, and after Forest, that's a tricky run of games in a month. And we've already seen with Ake, players don't want to come. They're not going to. If you're in a fight and you're close to it and you might stay up. I mean, we're lucky Forest lost tonight. If Forest had gone and got a result against Everton, that would put us. We're 7 points adrift to them, 7 behind Leeds.
4 now?
I think so. Yeah, I think
Five?
we're 4.
4, 5?
4. I think we've closed it by a point. But we're still looking at Leeds, aren't we? We're still looking, and they could still go to Liverpool tomorrow or New Year's Day and get a result.
Let's see what happens, mate. There's a lot of football to play. Not even halfway through yet. Well, I think it's just halfway through, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the halfway point. That's the halfway point. There's still a lot of football to play, but we've had a lot of football and
we're shit.
We've done nothing with it. So
we'll see.
We've got to just get this January transfer window open and go and make some smart moves. And please don't just sign random players for the sake of it. Please go and get the right players for the right transfers. And let's have one eye next. It's not going to overspend big money on players that we can't then shift. Players that if we go down within London with higher wages next season in the Championship, because that's really going to hammer the long-term future of the club into question.
Great, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.